Welcome to the Lakers Nation news feed. My name is Trevor Lane, senior writer for LakersNation.com, your one-stop shop for all things Lakers. Today's show is brought to you by Stamps.com. You can head over to Stamps.com, click on the microphone in the upper corner, and enter the promo code NATION for our very special offer with them. They are a wonderful way to ship things out and get it all done right from your computer. You can get postage from your computer, which is wonderfully convenient. Go check it out, Stamps.com, enter that promo code NATION. So today we need to talk about Isaiah Thomas. Unfortunately, IT will be missing the rest of the season for the Los Angeles Lakers. He's getting arthroscopic hip surgery, and we know that is a red flag because he was already dealing with hip issues heading into the season. He struggled recovering from his hip surgery over the summer. The Boston Celtics traded him to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and he wound up not playing very well when he finally started playing for the Cavs, and the Cavs ultimately shipped him out. They sent him to the Lakers for Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance Jr. In that deal, the Lakers also got a pick out of that and Channing Frye. And for the Lakers, his statistically, IT was something of a mixed bag, which was a little bit of a disappointment. I mean, IT was a true MVP candidate last season. I think he finished fifth in MVP voting. So there were high expectations for him. IT is a guy that has been circling around the Lakers for a long time. He grew up as a Lakers fan, so people were hopeful that he would bring something positive to the team. And you know what? He had his moments while he was with the Lakers. He had some high points. He also had some low points. He unfortunately led the team in turnovers. And had some particularly bad ones, a lot of live ball turnovers, which were driving me crazy watching him out there because he would turn the ball over and the other team would get the ball running on a fast break the other direction because it was a live ball. So that was certainly a problem. His free throw shooting, though, was wonderful. It was a great addition to the team. The Lakers were dead last in free throw shooting, but IT was able to step up and shoot over 90% from the line with the Lakers, which was much needed. Of course, his ability to get out there and create shots for himself was nice coming off the bench. He did average 15.6 points and 5 assists for the team. That's solid as well. Got his shooting up just a little bit. He was at 38%, which is nowhere near the 46% he shot with the Celtics. But again, he's still recovering from that hip injury. So shot 33% from three, which is not great, but I guess it's closer to passable than anything else. So what does the future hold for Isaiah Thomas? Well, that's the big question now. He already had hip surgery last summer, struggled to really come back. He wasn't really himself. He wasn't the Isaiah Thomas we were used to seeing with the Boston Celtics. And now he's heading into free agency this summer. He played for just 17 games with the Lakers, put up some okay numbers, but nowhere near what he did in that incredible season that he had last year when he was talking about having the Celtics back up the Brinks truck and how they were gonna have to pay him a lot of money. Now you have to wonder what kind of a deal is really out there for Isaiah Thomas. There's not going to be very much cap space on the market. We already knew that going in. There aren't very many teams that need a point guard. And of those teams that do, how many of them are willing to make Isaiah Thomas their starter? We know that starting is important to him. It's something that he wants. But how many teams out there are realistically considering making Isaiah Thomas their starting point guard? And now with this hip issue, right, this hip issue that has carried on, how many teams are going to feel comfortable investing in him long term? So here's my thought on this. If you are a Lakers fan who wants to see Isaiah Thomas stay with the Lakers, this may not be such a bad thing. Because if the Lakers miss on LeBron James and or Paul George this summer, if they get only one of them, if they don't get either of them, then they are most likely going to be doing what they did last summer, which means giving out one-year deals. So that way they still have cap space to play with when it comes time next summer when Klay Thompson, Kawhi Leonard, Jimmy Butler, guys like that hit free agency. So that's something that you have to consider here. Would IT now consider taking a one-year deal knowing that there's not going to be much else out there? Or at least we don't think there's going to be much else out there on the market for him. This injury could pave the way to Isaiah Thomas sticking around with the Lakers next year on a one-year make-good deal that would allow him to prove that he had fully recovered from his hip issues and can play at a high level once again. Now, no guarantee. You would have to imagine that if a team out there offers a starting spot, which the Lakers can't offer because they have Lonzo Ball, and a long-term deal, more than one season, well, he probably leaves. And the Lakers would probably let him leave. They'd probably just say, okay, we can't match that. But assuming that offer isn't out there, and it's hard to imagine a scenario where it would be, you would have to imagine that the Lakers could very well keep Isaiah Thomas, and there are already rumblings that they really would like that they enjoyed his presence in the locker room. They liked having him in there as a veteran, and they thought that he brought some good things on the floor. And you know what? On paper, he and Lonzo Ball actually should work pretty well together. Lonzo's got the size that Isaiah Thomas doesn't. He can play defense, and Isaiah Thomas doesn't. Meanwhile, Isaiah Thomas can create shots for himself, and that's something that Lonzo Ball struggles with. So in terms of shot creation, there's a fit there. We never really got a chance to see it all play out on the court, but on paper anyway, Isaiah Thomas on this team is not a terrible fit. So perhaps this injury, while it's not a good thing, and we would love to have seen Isaiah Thomas get the final 9 games under his belt, it's not a positive thing at all, but it could ultimately have a little bit of a silver lining if you're a person who wants to see Isaiah Thomas return to the Lakers. And I get it, not everybody wants to, not everybody likes Isaiah Thomas, but some people do want to see him come back. And if you are one of those people, then this could be a positive thing if you were hoping for him to stick around for at least one more season. Now, of course, the Lakers are getting Brandon Ingram back. I'm recording this before they played the Dallas Mavericks, and reports are that he is coming back against the Mavs, and that Josh Hart will be coming back as well. Looks like as early as Friday. So the Lakers will be getting some reinforcements even as they're losing Isaiah Thomas. Hopefully they can finish out this season on a little win streak. That's going to do it for now. My name is Trevor Lane. You can find me on Twitter at Trevor_Lane. Thanks for listening. Make sure you head over to LakersNation.com for all the latest.